Welcome back. In this video we will learn how to use images in our layout. So for that, first of all, I'm going to create a new project. In order to close this project, go to the file here in the top left corner and just press close project. When you will close project, Android Studio will open up with all of your recent projects on the left side, and from here you can open already created project as well, and you can also open already created project by open an existing Android Studio project. But for now I'm going to create new project, so for that, start new project and select again the empty activity from here. Rest process is same, so I'm going to type here images and finish. This will create a new project for me in a moment, and here we go. Project is built successfully, so now I'm going to continue with this. For now, first of all, just delete this default text view by selecting it and pressing delete on your keyboard, and from here I'm going to search for ImageView. This one, ImageView, I'm going to drag and drop it on the screen in the center. So if you want to drag and drop something in the center, then once you drag something and keep on dragging on the screen, once this horizontal line appears, that tells us that you are horizontally in center, but there is no vertical line, means that we are not in vertically center. So when I move from left to right a bit, now there is a vertical line. This denotes that we are now in center. When I place my image here, now it's asking for what to use in image. I mean, what will be the source of this image. So for the source of this image, let's first of all, let me import some images. I'm going to my browser and open some images. For example, just going to type in images, and I'm going to use some of the beautiful images from here. Beautiful. Save image as, and I'm going to save it in pictures, name it image1, and I'm going to download another image, save image as, and I'm going to name this image2. So I'm going to open the folder in which they are, and I'm going to select the both from here and just importing them. And once you have selected the both, Control C in Windows or copy from here, and then go to your drawable folder inside the resources, and just select it and press Control V. And same is the process on Mac, but you have to use Command C and Command V there. So from here you need to select drawable and press OK, and from here press OK. So we have got two images inside our drawable folder. If you double click anyone, it will open up. So we want these images to be on our screens. For that, I'm going again to drag and drop here. Now I can easily select drawable folder from here and just select project from here, and you can see the pasted images here. For example, I'm going to select this one and press OK. So as you can see, it's not in center, so in order to be it in center, I'm going to apply its constraints. There is another shortcut way of centering are applying constraints. That's just go to little magnet icon here and turn it on. Now once you will drag and drop some element, for example I'm dragging and dropping it here, it will automatically add constraints to it. For example, I'm again going to select the image, and you can see automatically it adds all of the constraints and it positioned it perfectly. So as you can see that image is not actually as much bigger as we want it to be more bigger. So let me first add a button here at the bottom, then we will change its size. I'm going to add it here, so you can see that automatically the constraints will be added. Here we go. So button is there. I want that whenever this button is pressed, this image is changed to the second image we have used. So for that I'm going to, first of all let's change the text of this button. For example, just change to change image. Alright, next I want the size of this image to be from this button to the top of the screen. So first of all I need to add this constraint to the change image button, and now I can increase its width and height by match constraint from here, by selecting match constraint from here, and you can see it couldn't able to spread on the whole screen. The reason for that is that the image size is not that bigger to be spread on whole screen. So we can use some properties to change its size. For that, those properties are, for example, let me search here, center crop or something like that. It's really hard to find the properties here because there are lots of properties. I don't remember the name of the property actually. So let me go to the text here. It's auto completion property. Auto completion feature is very good, that tells about some properties, like for example I want it to be, there is no property with this name. Let me search for that. ImageView, and you can also search for the properties you want to apply. So like this, ImageView in Android, and I am not going to select the Android developers website because I find it difficult to understand, so I use other sites. It has told nothing about images, so let me open this one. That's actually, I guess, scale type. Alright. So I need to go to designer and search for scale type. Here we go. Here are the properties, scale type. From here, inside scale type, there are pretty much number of properties. For example, let me select fit center. What this does, this didn't change anything. Let's say fit XY. This will spread the image on x-axis as well as on the y-axis like this. But as you can see, the pixels of image are distorted because the image was of little size and we expanded it to this much size. So I'm going to experiment others. Fit starts appends image at the start of the page, and fit and at the end of the page. Center inside, this will center inside, and center is actually almost the same, and matrix leftmost side of the screen, fit xy. And now I'm going to select the fit center. That is I guess the most better property here. So now whenever this button is clicked, I want this image to be changed to the another image. For that I need to write some Java code for this image view. What's the idea of it? It's actually ImageView 2. I'm going to copy that, and let's create here an ImageView, and assign it r.id.control-v, and here we go, and command V on Mac. So I'm going to create a new function that will be responsible for changing this image for us. Public, you can also make it private, but public is best. Public, if you make it private, you will never able to append it here on change on click listener, because it will be not accessible outside of this class. So public void, because it's not going to return anything. Change image, and view, these are the arguments because it is going to represent a button here. So button is a view actually. So whenever this button is clicked, change image to the other one. For that I want to take a variable, boolean variable called flag, and by default I'm going to make it false. If flag is true, if flag equals to true, or you can also write it like this: if flag is true, then this piece of code will be executed inside this. Else, if this flag is not equal to true, this piece of code will be executed. So if flag is true, I want to set the second image as a resource. Set image resource is a function that enables us to set the resource of an image. So now we need to get that image. For that we need to go to resources, drawable, and select here the image 2. How we can do that? We can do that by just going here like this, get resources. This will give us the resource folder, and then we need to go to drawable dot get drawable, and now we need to give the drawable path, and that's image 2. And else ImageView dot set image get resources dot get drawable or dot drawable dot image 1. It's showing some kind of error. What's that is? Let me check that. Alright, we don't need to do this stuff here, just we need to provide its ID here. It will automatically fetch that. We don't need to fetch that drawable. Alright, so first of all, flag should be true in the beginning, and again we will invert this flag. For that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply not operator on that. So run the project now. I don't have any emulator running. Let me run one here. So here is the previous project. Let me run this one here. Oh, we missed something, and that was that we didn't attach this change image function to the view, to the button here. So I'm going to do that now. Just select the button from here and search for on click property of the button, on click. Actually it's not going to give me suggestions because Gradle build process is going on, so let it build first, then we will change this to on click function. As you can see, it said that error installing APK. We will see that. First of all, let me just give it attribute on click to this button. You can also give it by going to the properties, view all attributes and search for on click, and here you can give the function that was change image. That's it. Now we need to run this app again. Perfect. So when I click this change image button, it should change to the second image like that, and when now again I click, it should change to the previous image, and it should keep on inverting the images. This behavior is actually achieved by this flag we have used. So this flag, first of all, it's true means that this check will be true and this will come and set the image to, and in the second case and set the image, and then this piece of code will be executed. But this is doing that, inverting it. For example, it's true, it will convert it to false. Next time whenever I click it, if flag is equal to true, no, it's not true, it is false now, so else will be executed. Inside else I've written that image.setImage resource image1, it will be image chained to image1, and again flag will be inverted. So this was the logic behind it. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.